And then finally, I want to talk about Shakur and Tio. What are your thoughts on this fight if it happens in January, February? How do you see that fight playing out? I know you're familiar with both of them. What do you think?
Tio, Teofimo Lopez, don't run. Don't run. You ran from the Haney fight already, dude. Come on, don't run from this one, bro. For real, bro. Stop with all the antics, bro. I know you like attention, but damn. Get in there and fight against Shakur Stevenson, bro. For real. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing. Stop playing around. Shakur ain't playing. No, Shakur ain't playing. No tune-ups coming up to see you in your weight, 5 pounds above 135. He can beat you. He knows how to beat you. That's what he believes in his heart. Tio, you're talented. Yeah, you are, man. But damn, you talk too much and you don't back it up. That's the problem I have with you. You know? You can't be sitting here and trying to be the the Ali of this generation talking all this trash and you don't step in there and you don't bag it up. That's the one thing that Ali did. He bagged it up. So all you trash talkers out there that keep talking trash, yeah, thinking you something, you gotta bag it up. Yeah, you gotta fight the best. So look, I appreciate Shakur Stevenson for stepping up and wanting to take on that task. Um, I think it's one of those matches where you're sitting there and you're saying, how good is Shakur Stevenson? You know, how good is he? I hear a lot of people talking about him, but how good is he? He's already accomplished or is a 3 division world champion already, 126, 130, 135. He has a chance to be what, four division world champion already in his career. Man, I mean, look, I think it's a great opportunity, but the fight just has to happen. Style matchup. You got a defensive wizard versus I want to say somewhat of a freak of nature. Let me give some props to Teofimo Lopez, other than bashing him. Yeah, the kid has, on his biggest moments, has shown up. He has. He beat Taylor. He beat Lomachenko when everybody doubted him. And this is another opportunity that he likes. He likes these big old challenges. You know what I'm saying? To show up and defeat all the odds. So this is down his alley. T.O. is very selective when he chooses to fight these men, you know. So we gonna see if it's according to his calculations, if this is the right move. We gonna see. First, you gotta fight him, but damn, I think it's a dangerous fight. Counter punchers. Both of these guys are good counter punchers. T.O. got good speed. Shakur got great speed, great legs, great distance control. When I look at the style matchup, I say to myself, this is the style that kind of gives Teofimo Lopez issues. You know, when you look at his hardest fights in his career, there were guys that was able to control the distance on him. That was able to keep some space in between. And was able to time him when he would explode in. Shakur is the best at that. The best at that. You know, and guys that have given Shakur issues are smart cerebral fighters with high boxing IQ, that has punching power. And T.O. possesses punching power. So great style matchup. Great style matchup, man. When it comes to Shakur Stevenson, I want to blend. If he fight again in there with give Shakur, give us the blend. Yeah. Give us some Stevenson with the defense, and then give us some Pookie from New Jack City. Give us some Pookie, Shakur. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because what Shakur did in that last fight, man, my gosh, against Zapata, man, I'm telling you, a brilliant performance. Standing ovation performance, because everybody was saying, oh, he gonna run. He gonna run. He gonna this, that. He stood right there in the pocket, fought that man in his own game and dominated him inside the pocket. He showed that he has levels to his game. And Shakur is getting better and better and better each time inside the damn ring. But the only problem with Shakur is his hands are brittle. So he got to be selective with his shots, almost like Floyd, right?
Yeah.
Floyd hands was kind of brittle. He's brittle throughout his career. He had hand injuries, hand problems, and stuff like that. That's when he became that money where he's more defensive. But Floyd was an offensive machine before the hand issues. Shakur used to counterpunch a lot more before the hand issues, you know. Shoot, but with that being said, hey, I think it's great. Both great names. Both guys can make a statement that night, and another exciting fight for boxing.
Absolutely. Now, obviously, Shakur Stevenson will be the favorite going into the fight, right? He's undefeated. Tio is taking a loss, even though he's moving up to 140. But how does Tio get it done? How do you be aggressive with Shakur? You saw what happened with Zepeda. You can't if you try to outbox him, it's going to be difficult. What's the keys to victory for Tio to get the victory?
Yeah, when you're fighting a guy like Shakur, you got to have power and you got to put some pressure. You know, you're not going to outbox him. You're not. He's too smart. He's too
It's not
smart, too
happening.
great. His distance control, his range. There's nobody better in boxing than him. There really isn't. You know, I'm sorry, there isn't. So you're gonna have to do a mixture. You're gonna have to try to box a little bit to get your way there, but be aggressive with it. Smart aggression. You know what I'm saying? And when you let them hands go, they gotta be hard and they have to be fast. And you gotta let them go often. You gotta corner this man. You gotta corner him. Obviously you had Zepeda that was able to keep him on the ropes by putting that pressure on him. Zepeda put the pressure on him and kept him on the ropes, but Shakur was blocking a lot of that stuff. Some of that stuff was getting through, you know what I mean? But you got to be selective with your shots and you got to try to set him up, man. Yeah, you got to try to set him up. That's it. I think the more opportunity you have to let those hands go against Shakur, more opportunity you have to be able to land on him. But if you hold your hands in your damn pocket and you don't shoot, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose because you're not gonna beat Shakur in the patience game. He is patient. He will wait. He don't care about the damn crowd and what's going on. Hell no. When you in there fighting, no, you got to worry about you, straight up. So he'll be patient and he'll wait out. Wait up. Stall him out, Craig. He'll wait him out. He'll wait. Yeah, he'll wait T.O. out. T.O. start rushing in there, make a mistake. Bing, 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 bing. Gonna get picked to pieces. So it's a hard strategy, man. Shakur, there ain't no blueprint out on how to beat him. There is a blueprint out on Teofimo Lopez, though. Mm-hmm.
That's
There
right.
is one. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It just got to be a patient counterpuncher. That's it. Patient counterpuncher. Let T.O. do all the work for you. So.
Exactly, man. Well, we look forward to that matchup. But Tim, you got so much wisdom, man. I know a lot of people come to you and talk to you about. Are you looking to be a coach and teach some of these young fighters that's coming up? What are some of the future plans that you got coming up?
Man, my plans right now is getting my kids through school, college.
Okay.
Help them accomplish their dreams. That's the number one priority for me. So, once I get done with that, then absolutely. Coaching is something that's down my alley. I would love to coach young fighters. I'm one of those guys that's hands on. So it's really hard for me if I can't be all in the game. Then it's really hard for me, man. I don't want to be missing things. I want to be there every second of the way. So right now, my focus is my three little ones. I got 2 through college. I got to get 3 more through college. So I got about another 10 years before I even think about, going into the gyms or maybe opening my own establishment and start coaching. But yeah, 10 years from now, I'll be even better. I'll be even a better coach, I think, and learning even more. It's endless. Learning boxing is endless, man. It truly is, So with that being said, man, I'm just waiting on my time.
I hear you. But Tim, man, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much, man. It's Johnny Boy at FightHype. We'll catch you at the fights.
All right, Johnny Boy, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for reaching out. Hey, man, and support the channel, man. Support the channel
Absolutely.
and also support my channel, man. Timothy Desert Storm Bradley Jr. If you don't know, go check me out, man. Go check me out. Yeah,
The best,
yeah.
the best
Yeah,
in the
hey,
business, Tim Bradley.
I appreciate you, big dog. Thank you so much, man. I holla at you, man. Peace.
You got it.